Sitters, what's good? This is Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
And Jared Scott.
Back like we never left.
We are front porch sitting for real this time.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Take two. We bike from the best sitters in the world right there.
So bike. There's Trav. There we go.
Yeah.
Bro, what's up, man?
Brother, yes. Another day in the neighborhood. How you doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well. So it's like the built-in bye week for as far as that tells you where I'm at in life. Mm-hmm. It's football season. Like it's here now. But no, man, I'm doing good. My family's good. But it is the built-in bye week, so we work on some things, clean some things up, try to do some things a little bit better. It's a little bit unique because you don't have an opponent yet. We don't know who we have. We'll find out tomorrow. Around lunchtime-ish, noonish, 2-ish area. We'll figure out when we get the brackets announced. So it's all exciting. It's good.
Y'all gonna watch that as a family?
No, because the kids are in class because it's weird that they're doing it at noon. So they'll be in lunch.
So
last year was really good. They did it on Friday night, correct? So nice. It was awesome. Kind of tailgate the event. You could watch it as a team if you wanted. We didn't.
We watched it as a baseball team.
Y'all did?
Yeah.
I was with Mr. Hosford. I watched it live at his house on the back porch, so it was pretty cool. But kind of robbed of that in the middle of the week during school hours. So
That is kind of weird.
super fun.
It is weird. I don't like it. We were having a deer fry last year. It took kind of the end of the fall.
Okay.
Deer fry, and we had it on there, and me and Jared and a few others watched it.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
That was a good time.
It was a good time. Went to St. Augustine as the 8th seed, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Played a pretty good game. Just didn't come on the correct side of it. Before we get into any of that, Chris,
Yeah.
let's talk about my guy John Woodley at JW Weaponry.
Yeah, man. Can I say something real quick?
Please do.
We're going to get to his business.
Mm-hmm.
John's a stand-up individual. John's had a very hard job at Columbia High School. And there's a faction of people in the community that think John is the worst coach ever. Y'all are absolutely and emphatically wrong.
I'll agree.
Like, that
Cosign.
guy freaking busts his butt, and I can assure you is doing the best he can. He's just doing the best he can.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
golly, man, y'all got to relax. This dude's doing it for free. As a matter of fact, he's actually paying to do it because he donates $10,000 to the football program. And so, therefore, he's at around, I don't know, $8,000 in the negative to coach football every single day. So, y'all got to chill out, man. Get off my guy. And John does a good job. It's not easy, man.
Tell them to come see me if they got a problem with John. I don't like that.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't like that.
but John's not worried about it. He'll never say that. But I'm gonna stand up for our people. Like my people, I'm gonna stand up for my people. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Relax.
I'm with you.
Sit down. Grab a whistle. Come help. Come volunteer. Donate your money. $8,000, $10,000. All of it's accepted. We love it. See you Sunday, 2:00. Sorry.
For film, right?
Yeah, for film. Sorry.
That's not practice. That's just going film. Yeah.
Oh no, but John will be there probably about 1:30, 1:15.
Right.
He'll be there early.
Of course.
Anyways, Joey.
Yep.
The number to John's Gun Store. Great establishment. They have everything that you could ever need for your hunting or safety or security needs. What number, Joey, could they call to make sure that John has what you're looking for?
386-243-8587. 386-243-8587 is the number to JW Weaponry, the premier gun store of the South. They're always loaded there. The sign says it, so I know it's true.
Yeah. Fact.
And John's just a great dude, like you just said, man. Like go support local. He supports local, I promise.
Yep.
So make sure you go support Big John Woodley anytime you get a chance. He's the GOAT.
For sure, Joseph.
Man, we got some stuff to talk about tonight.
A lot. We have a
Yeah.
lot. We're going to talk Florida State, Wake Forest, Florida, Georgia,
Yeah,
right? We have
yeah.
to do that. We're
Florida,
gonna
Kentucky
talk
coming up.
Florida, Kentucky,
College football playoff.
college football playoff, hot seat, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, Joey, I do want to give my boy Bradford,
Talk to me.
friend of the show,
Mm-hmm.
creator of the show, one might say.
One might say that.
So I, as we know, my wife Kelsey is a massive George fan.
Right.
She's like a real fan. There's some videos. It's crazy. She barks like for real, like she's barking in front of 71,000 people. She has no shame. anyways, so I was trying to take her to Florida, Georgia, Florida, whatever you view it. And
Florida,
my normal, ask the Georgia fan, and they'll tell you it's the other way around. My normal connections kind of fell through. I had like 2 connections that typically are solid. I mean, rock solid. Things happened, didn't work out, Jared.
Right.
Well, all of a sudden, Friday at like 9 o'clock in the morning, I still have not asked Bradford for help. Because, Bradford get TPC,
Right.
Masters tickets. He tells people no because he doesn't know what that is.
Right.
It's insane. Bradford texts me and says, hey, do you want 2 tickets? I said,
Absolutely.
yeah. I said, how much are they, Brad? And he said, well, they're free. I don't know where they're at. Probably nosebleeds, but they're free. So I said, okay.
Free is good.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do
Yeah.
that.
We'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Well, then he sends them to me. Joey, they were not in the nosebleeds.
No, I noticed.
And
I got the pictures.
I don't know why they were free. We sat in the South Terrace, the suite. It's like a one-way in, one-way out type of entrance. All you can eat food, all you can drink alcohol or regular drinks, whatever you want. It's all included. Like steak, I'm talking about steak, sushi, wings, low country boil, like unbelievable amount of options. Absolutely insane. And then our seats were really good too.
For
A lot of
free.
times companies will like rent those out and then just invite people, and that's why they're usually free.
Right. So I think
Yeah.
a vendor donated it to Bradford,
Yeah.
and I work at Whitestone Construction, and so I was able to go. But it was incredible, man. Shout out to Bradford. Go, took care of us. That was a really probably like once in a lifetime type of experience.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll never pay that to go. So the odds of me getting offered those tickets again for free are slim to none. But it was really good. It was really good.
Big fan of that. Shout out, Brad.
Travis said, I'll go watch soccer if I get those seats. Fact, Trav. We would. Trust me, would. That dessert bar, fondue, white chocolate. Oh, my God. Ice cream. It was crazy, man. It was like I was in a place I did not belong.
People, Shane Ed, show up and eat and leave.
Me and Shane just talked about that today.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Shows up, eats, gets out.
Wasn't leaving that.
Nope, don't blame you. All right, let's talk about while we're talking about it, let's talk about Florida, Georgia.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start there.
So you were there.
I was.
Talk to me about what you saw. Just in general, not a specific, just
Yeah.
a general thing.
So the pageantry of that game
Yeah, that.
is next to, there's not a whole lot of better games that I've been to than that game. That's the epitome of real deep rooted Southern disdain or dislike, or I don't even want to say hate, but hate. It was, and we were sitting right in the middle, right in the middle. And so to our right was Georgia going crazy, and to our left was Florida fans going crazy. And when the other offense had the ball, that side was explosive. It was crazy. It felt like 100,000 of each, when in actuality it was 35,000 of each. It was insane. Florida was so loud, so was Georgia. They played physical football, relatively clean football. I mean, it wasn't a trashy game. It didn't look like unprepared teams. It looked like 2 well-prepared teams. And so on the way over, Kelsey was asking me to kind of get into the game. She goes, well, she really does know football. She really does like football. And she said, what do you think? They have an interim head coach? I said, honestly, that probably works against your team. Because Kirby doesn't have any time to prepare for Billy Gonzalez and what they're going to do offensively.
Right.
Because there's no tape of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we really don't know. So, in all actuality, Florida, in my opinion, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, has the advantage preparation-wise.
I agree.
Because Georgia is what Georgia is.
Yeah.
Whereas Florida is kind of a wild card.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have the same principles of what they do, but it's absolutely a new signal caller at the wheel here, and they've had 2 weeks to prepare, so you don't really know what you're going to get.
Yep.
And that was a little unsettling for her. But I thought Georgia handled Florida, not handled by beat them, but they did okay at times. I thought Florida was best when they were on the perimeter and Lagway was on the move out of the pocket.
Right.
I thought it was super critical, and this is where I'm going to be a bit of a Georgia homer, not a homer, but just a Georgia shades. I thought it was super critical that 44 for Georgia goes down in the second play of the game. That's their best D lineman, and it showed.
Yeah.
It showed they were able to control them up front a little bit. And Florida's good up on the offensive line.
Yeah.
And so then you add in like their best player being knocked out in the first series.
Especially that interior offensive line.
Exactly. And that's where they're best at.
Yeah.
And that's where that kid played. And then the targeting, which I don't know. So you get about 2 replays in the stadium, you know what I mean? And it's going to be kind of like what they want you to see because they don't want any riots or fights in there. So it's not a whole lot. But it didn't look like he launched into him, but I do think he probably hit him with his face mask, which whatever.
Right.
I don't like the call, whether it's Florida, Georgia, Miami. I don't like targeting at all with the ejection.
Right, the
15
ejection,
yards,
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But then you lose the safety. I thought that was pretty critical in the first half to lose both those pieces at the front, at the first level and the third level. But I thought Florida competed like I thought they have all year long.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think they competed. I didn't think they played all that great.
One thing that they pointed out on the broadcast that I loved, that we didn't have a motion man on every snap.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
they said it made a more clear picture for DJ. Like
I agree with that.
Easier for him to read the defense without so many moving parts.
Because it was like Joey's on record saying this time and time again. It's just motion to motion.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not motion to set anything up. It's not motion to go like fake stalk and go or fake bubble and go. It's just motion to motion. It doesn't seem to have a purpose. Surely it does, but it just doesn't feel like it does.
Yeah, that.
And
And
then-
it may. It just doesn't.
And
Well,
the guy
as
that goes in motion every time, he had a huge game.
He
not
did.
going in motion.
Yeah, because he wasn't a decoy
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought Florida played hard, and that's half the battle, right? Like
Yep.
when your back's against the wall and your coach just got fired and you don't know it, you kind of don't know what's going on. You just play hard, and I feel like they did that. Georgia's better.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, and I know so I didn't. I was trying to be present, so I wasn't reading the group messages quite as much. But I think you guys were kind of thinking that Florida got hosed a little bit on some calls.
I wasn't. I didn't. I wasn't.
So the catch,
Hang
anybody,
on, we'll get to the catch.
All
Let's
right.
get to the catch
All right.
or the not catch.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one.
the
at the
way
end of
that
the game.
cradled
Yeah.
at the end. So
I thought Georgia
anybody
got-
that's arguing definitively either way, to me, is an idiot.
I agree with that.
Like
I'm okay
to
with
me, that it had to stick with the call on the field either way. I still have not seen a view where you can clearly see it hit the ground, or that you can clearly see
Okay.
that his arms were under it.
Yeah.
So anybody that's arguing definitively to me is dumb.
that. Live, it looked like it hit the ground like clearly, and
Yeah.
then a couple of the views, and it was weird. So for all the reviews, because there was a lot of them in that game, it didn't look like they didn't show a whole lot.
Yeah.
But in this case, they showed the straight on angle, and that's the one that's the most damning if you're a Florida fan.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it looks, and I still believe, like if you said put a gun on my head and said did he catch it or he didn't, and I have the 100% answer in this envelope, I'm saying he didn't catch it. That would be my answer. Like if. And I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel great about that.
And
my
they
odds
really
here.
never showed that straight on the broadcast.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
stadium, they showed it, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, that ball's on the ground.
The view they showed the most was the one from behind.
Oh, and
to
that
his
looks like he
left,
catches it.
Where it looks like it hits his left arm and then bounces to his right arm, but it never looks
Yeah.
like it hits the turf.
The straight on view is the one
Yeah.
that's the bad one,
Yeah.
if you're a
Yeah.
Gator fan. But with all that being said, I thought there was a couple calls where I was like, damn, they're trying to get Georgia, but like Georgia's in their own way here. Like I didn't like on that one drive they had the 2 PI calls.
Yeah.
The second one I thought was kind of chintzy. The first one was decent because
Right.
he didn't turn his head.
Yeah.
Like he face guarded. You can't face guard. Like they're gonna call that 10 times out of 10. But like the second one was like, oh my god. Florida probably scores touchdown anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he didn't really grab him there. Like, let him play. This is high quality. I guess that's where I'm at. Like, this is high quality football. These are two really good teams. They're playing really good right now. Take yourself out of the freaking game and let's play it. Let's go play football a little bit,
I think it's that forever.
right?
Forever and ever is that.
Can we just play?
Can we just play?
Also, on
Damn,
that,
I'm dumb.
I think she was talking to Jared actually.
Oh,
on the
God Almighty!
On
No,
the- on
he
the-
didn't catch the ball. I'm sorry, he didn't catch it. He
on
did
the,
not catch it.
on the catch no catch too. Once DJ got out of the pocket, he had 15 yards to set his feet
He had plenty
and,
of time.
and hit a dude that was open by 20 yards.
DJ's not playing good.
No.
He is not. And
No.
so what here was the worst part is like I'm watching the game because we were watching it from the offensive perspective, like it was going away from us, and so I see it happen. I see DJ break the pocket, and I see the safety come downhill, and I see what is it, start event?
Yeah.
I see him keep going vertical, and I grabbed Kelsey's arm like this, and I was like, and she didn't know what I was seeing yet. And then the ball goes in the air, and then she grabs my shorts, and I'm like, okay, like relax, I'm about to break my freaking leg here, like twist like a tourniquet damn near. But yeah, it was, I don't know,
Yeah.
it was tough.
The one that I thought Florida did get hosed on, and I said this in the group chat, the fumble that they overturned, like the Georgia fumble they overturned into an incomplete pass. How can you say the dude had control of the ball when it came out of his hand like a kick? Like it was end over end.
I think
like-
I agree with what you're saying, but
Yeah.
by the rule, if your hand is empty, it doesn't say like, because spiral, it clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
But like if your hand is empty coming forward, then it's fumble. When the ball was in his hand coming forward, it did come out kind of wonky.
Yeah.
But to your point, I think if we say that, then I think that when Lagway stretches out, that ball's coming out.
Yeah.
In my opinion too. So I think those kind of like negate each other. I just wish the officials would have got out of the way a little bit.
I wish that every week. For
Yeah.
every game.
Yeah.
Matt said, being in person, Chris, how did Florida's sideline operations seem in the past? We've seen chaotic substitutions and miscommunication. Did Saturday seem different?
1,000,000% yes. And I'm gonna tell you this, Matt. I noticed something that I thought was absolutely astonishing. Not astonishing, but like the attention to detail and the operation was so good. So when the offense subs, the referee stands over the ball and gives the defensive time to sub. Florida had a signal from the guys coming off the sideline onto the field where they tapped their helmet like this, and that was like, "Hey, don't be in a rush. We're gonna let this play clock come down a little bit. We're gonna let everyone catch their breath. Georgia will now have to snap the ball with it under 10 seconds. So if they have any shifts or any motions or anything, they're kind of screwed. So like, this isn't a situation where we have to hurry and get on and off because we have to. It's like no. It was I thought it was brilliant, and Georgia did the same thing. The cat and mouse game on the sub stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and you don't catch it on at home because you don't get to see the sideline. But those guys would like wait a minute. They would wait, and then they would just like slowly try on the field. And them kids, like, it was like a ball fist on the front of their helmet like this whenever it was like, hey, take your time.
Yeah.
And so,
I like that.
And so, like, the two that were coming on, they would get on the field pretty quickly. But it was to tell the two that were coming off to, like, take your time.
Jog.
Yeah. Like take your time.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. And again, Georgia did the same thing. But to answer Matt's question, it was very much so. I don't know. It seemed very like cohesive, like together, and there was a plan, and they may have been doing that all year. I haven't been to an in-game Florida game, so I don't know. But it seemed very deliberate. Well, it was very deliberate. I just don't know if it's been going on.
I like it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a sign of an extremely well coached football team.
I'll tell you who should have subbed in more. 43. Alfonso Allen. He played really well against Mississippi State.
Very good against
And then
Mississippi State.
hardly played at all against Georgia because we ran Castell back out there.
Right. Yeah. Happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marty said officiating sucks all around. It's been terrible. It's super bad. Super bad. Travis said DJ ain't that good. Sherm said DJ is playing bad football. I agree with all of those statements right there. Anything else on Florida, Georgia?
If you haven't been and you're a fan of either team, like I would try to find a way to go to one of that especially now that it's about to be like a home and home in Gainesville and in Athens. Like that's going to be crazy.
I do want to go to Athens.
Like you want to go?
I wonder if the tailgating experience is still going to be the same. I doubt it.
No. Okay.
Yes,
Ooh.
I mean-
can we talk about that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, shout out to another friend. So we came in. Thanks a lot, Google or Apple Maps, whatever the hell took us into Everbank. I should have. It's my fault. I said Everbank Field, and I meant to go around. We didn't. We went into Everbank Field, and parking for like a 3-mile radius, not 3 mile, a 2-mile radius was $200 or more.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go anywhere. Like, you couldn't move. Nothing happened fast. So I finally was like, I said, Kelsey, I'm not doing this. Like, we're not doing this. Like, because there's nowhere to park.
Yeah.
Pay $200, you still don't have anywhere to park. All the lots
That's
are
because people
closed.
start showing up on Thursday.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So we actually got back on the interstate, went around the backside, and then parked. So our buddy Jesse lives about like straight line to Everbank, like 1.9 miles. But if you walk, it's like 3 miles. 3 miles is a little more than I care to walk.
Right.
And it can be a bit sketchy in that area around Everbank Field, you can imagine. During the day, it was fine. But we still walked about a mile. There were still 2 miles left. We caught a like a
Uber.
No, well, we almost got an Uber, but it was like we couldn't get anyone to get us close. So we got on a golf cart. $20 took us to Everbank. I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. So just out of courtesy, after I got off the golf cart, I was like, hey man, let me get your number. I'll catch you at the end. He was like, there'll be a million of us, but here's my number. I was like, okay, cool. I'll get his number. At the end of the game, we're walking out. I'm trying to get like away from the stadium to where we can try to catch somebody. A British guy tries to charge me $150. I said, hey man, if you don't push that gas pedal right now, I'm going to knock you off of this, and I'm going to drive your golf cart to my car and leave it
For free.
for free. Yeah, and so it was crazy. He looked at me like I was. Kelsey looked at me like I was crazy. Again, all you can eat, all you can drink.
Yeah.
So I probably shouldn't have said that, but I did. Anyways, our driver that drove us in, drives past us in a mob of people, and Kelsey goes, "Hey, that was our guy." I said, "No, that wasn't, Kelsey. Like, no, it wasn't." Do you know the odds of that happening, Kelsey? That was not our person. She goes, it really was. So I said, okay, idiot, here we go. I call him. He has his Bluetooth speaker. It rings. I see him stop at the stop sign. I said, hey, we're right behind you. We're about to jump on. He said, yeah, come on. $20 takes us back to our car. Wow. So we didn't pay any money. $40.
$40 to go there and back.
Yeah, and we parked at Jesse's house.
Perfect.
Oh my
Can't
God,
be.
what the heck is going on? But the tailgating scene is insane.
Mhm.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah,
It will not be the same.
Yeah, there's people out there tailgating for 48 hours, 72 hours.
Some of them go for a week.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy said he made so much money he almost paid off the golf cart. RV City. He said he's just back and forth.
Come sit right here for a minute.
Okay.
I gotta get. Wait, when you get done. Get the end stream.
Yep, gotcha. But anyways, yeah. So it was unbelievable. But I think if you're a fan of college football, Florida or Georgia, specifically, like that's a game you need to get to. You know what I mean? Like that's a game.
Absolutely.
It's up there. It's definitely up there with like. I mean, I've been to quite a few places, and I can only imagine what it will be like in Sanford Stadium or the Swamp. I think it'll be absolutely bonkers.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me read some comments here. Let's see. Cam Coolidge said first time going and it was electric. It was. I was there. Marty said, why can't coaches teach Lagway about proper feet movement? Yeah, that's interesting. It seems like it's just he kind of reverts back to.
Yeah, I think he has been poorly developed because we've seen the ceiling is extremely high with him. Like he's flashed, but he's got to get some development, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So I said home and home, but apparently it won't be home and home. It's again neutral. Mm-hmm. Ben Stadium and then in Tampa. Well, that's lame. Like if that's the case, just play home and home.
Tampa would be terrible. Like
yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Sink or swim. Let's see. So are they doing that just because? Is that when they're renovating the stadium in Jacksonville? The 26 and 27. Trav, I probably do have some good jokes, but probably save them for off air.
I know Trav ain't here trying to set you up right now.
Oh yeah, he is 100%.
No, we're not telling jokes, Trav. Trav, come on now. You already know what it is. I think that pretty much puts a bow on. Florida, Georgia. I think Florida's in a good situation. I find it interesting as to what's going to happen with their head coach. but it seems like the product is still good. Like they're still competent. They're still being coached well. They're still playing hard. Joey alluded to earlier, and you said the same thing. They're playing hard for Billy Gonzalez, or more importantly, for a Gator fan, like the university.
Yeah.
And so I think that's critical. Like, it did not seem disjointed on the sideline at all. It seemed very much so like cohesive, and there was a plan. And I mean, for the most part, they executed it. I just don't think they just came up short. I think Georgia was
And
probably
that's
the
a
better
good football
team.
Yeah. I think if they repeat that performance against Kentucky, they should be getting a win on Saturday.
I do. You want to talk about? Let's do. We need you to text Joey and ask him for phone numbers, and then we'll catch those ads here in a moment. But we'll go ahead and go Florida State. You see what's on that wall over there?
Yep.
Jesus.
That's a hole.
That's massive.
Yeah.
We'll go Florida State, Wake Forest. I don't know. Did you get to catch that game?
Not really.
No, I did from a cell phone. We were on the way home. Kelsey drove us back home responsibly, and so I watched from my phone. I thought Florida State played hard. I just feel like they're so Jekyll and Hyde. Like, I can't get excited about them winning that game.
Yeah.
I mean, Wake Forest is significantly better than Stanford, but they dropped the Stanford game. But they go beat Wake Forest in the fashion that they beat Wake Forest, and Wake Forest shot themselves in the foot a lot, but still 42-7. Like, there was something there.
You're in a weird spot as a Florida State fan because you really don't want to get excited about it, but you really have no choice because Norvell's there for the long haul at this point. Like, I don't think they're going to fire him, especially with all the other jobs that have opened up.
Yep.
And the fact their hands gonna be tied to his buyout.
Yeah.
So
he at least has like through this year, and then if you ask them, all right. So there's a couple layers to this, and I've got to be very, very delicate with how I inform you or tell you what I know to be true. There are there's not even two factions. There's two ways to look at this. There are some people that say that Mike Norvell will get one more year, so he takes the losses that will come next year. And damn it, they are there. There's at Alabama. You have Notre Dame. You have Clemson. You have Miami. You have Florida. There's another like really tough game in there. So like, there's some really tough football to be played next season. And the thought process by a certain group is, I think both groups say it's over for Mike Norvell.
Yeah.
The different faction is like win. And so there's one group that says we don't care about the new coach maybe having a tough road to hoe in that first season. He's going to take a lot of losses. It doesn't matter. Like, we want a new direction. And then there's another group that's like, no, man, let Mike eat those losses that he's earned. He's been here long enough. If they come, of course. I mean, there's an outside chance that they win those games, but it does not look good based off of what we've seen.
Yeah.
And then give somebody a new start in that next cycle, which would make sense with all these jobs open. Penn State, Auburn's in the mix. Tennessee now is potentially Heupel's on the hot seat, and they're potentially talking about a move. And then obviously you have Florida, and hell, there's like so many jobs that are open. Like, we don't really want to jump in that market where we have to pay someone $13 million annually.
The tricky part with it too is all those coaches that are going to get hired by new schools, those coaches won't be available to you next year either. Because when they're going to get tied into a contract where you're not going to want to pay to buy out them from the school that they get to.
Right, because it'd be like a brand new type deal.
Right.
I think the trickle-down effect is a little bit interesting. But I know from like, all right, this is where I got to be careful. So this is really good information. It's a very, very trusted source. I just got to be careful how I deliver it. There's a group of people that have an absolute a war chest, I'll say that, like a ton of money that's not being withheld, but it's not being like
invested.
Yeah. Like a big number, like a massive number. And some of the names are a bit shocking. Like, I can't say it because it's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
There's 3 names that you would be like, oh, okay, that's a good coach. Does that work? And that's kind of where they're at right now because
Yeah.
they can't pay $13 million, and those names don't pay $13 million, but they are intriguing names, and it's like, huh, okay, I can see it. I can see it with the situation that we're in right now. I can see it, and it is way more exciting than what Mike is doing right now. I'm of the official opinion, Jared, that it's over for Mike in Tallahassee. I don't think. Well, I feel, especially after that phone call, I feel very confident.
I definitely agree.
That it's over
Yeah.
for Mike Norvell in Tallahassee. When is the question now, not if. It's not an if thing anymore. It is a when they move on. It's gonna happen. But I do think it's a good thing that they win. Clemson is a slight favorite against Florida State at home at Clemson, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
They have infinitely better roster. I'm personally going to be all over Clemson to cover.
They're struggling right now too, though.
They are. They've beat some bad teams.
Yeah.
But it's just very interesting. It's weird. It's weird that it's a weird place for Florida State right now. It's
Somebody hiring Coach O.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Hopefully, it's not Florida.
No, Florida State will not hire him. Trav said ugly fest this week, Chris. Yeah, Clemson, it's going to be bad. Trav, I don't know if someone hires Coach O. The stuff that got him fired at LSU is pretty freaking bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's go dig a little bit on that.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know, man. I think I think he might have to just take the buyout. I think he has to take the buyout.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's not getting a head coaching job.
No.
Some of that stuff is bad, really bad.
Yeah, you can't be on a college campus with stuff like that.
No. Do you want to talk a little bit Florida State Clemson preview?
Sure.
I can carry us on that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think Clemson's defense, like, they still have guys that absolutely can play football. I don't know where the disconnect is, and maybe Travis Smith is a big time Clemson fan. Maybe Travis can shed some light onto what's going on. But it seems like it's over for Dabo too, Trav. I don't know, but it feels like it's a ticking time bomb. I mean, he's going absolutely berserk and bonkers on the defense. And I just did that last Friday night, so I guess I shouldn't probably say that, but it just felt weird from him. And then, like, you know, his lack of use of the portal, which while I part of me agrees with, I think there's glaring holes that they have that they just will not address. And at some point, it becomes like negligence a little bit in that job. Like, that's kind of your responsibility to address the roster. He
says it's scheme. He says their DC is horrible.
And maybe that's why he wasn't out there cussing out the defense, and Dabo had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. But the players are freaking there, and so that's the part. As a Seminole fan, it's like the guy lined up across from the garnet and gold will be better in the orange. Like, the orange guy will be better than the guy wearing the garnet and gold, and so that part of me is like, oh, that's not great.
Right.
And then, especially on the other side of the ball, Cade Klubnik is capable. And then Florida State has shown to be very porous on defense, giving up big plays. And, again, they didn't against Wake Forest, but Wake Forest was a shell of itself. So, and it's still Wake Forest. That's a far cry from Clemson University. Like, the roster is better in Clemson, South Carolina.
I just don't think Dabo has still adjusted to the NIL era, and I don't know that he ever will. I think a lot of coaches – good coaches are leaving college football because how do you motivate players nowadays? They're motivated by the almighty dollar, and if they're already getting the almighty dollar regardless, like, how do you motivate those guys?
Yeah, there's a program. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of food for thought here. And this is God's honest truth, at least what I was told. There's a program that that is in state and that people care a lot about. Is a big time program. They have they play like a different type of defense where only 2 linebackers are on the field at one time. The first and second linebackers, so then you have 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So essentially, third string, first through third string, make at minimum $250,000 each. So the third string backer, who the first string sucks, the third string makes $250,000.
So what's the incentive?
Yeah, because
if
that
I'm-
check is still going to cash
Yeah,
no
if
matter
I'm-
if
if
I
I'm in the
miss that
3D
tackle or make it.
Yeah. And what's my incentive to try to become the starter if I'm in the 3 deep still getting 250K?
I agree. I think they've got to figure something out because I think coaches are getting burnt out. Like I had a coach tell us that like his players are moving into his neighborhood. Yeah.
That's insane.
He said we no longer invite the kids to our house to cook them dinner or whatever. They invite their teammates to their house. No, it is a wild time. It is crazy. It is not exclusive to this one university. It is all universities are dealing with this. So I don't know, man. It's so similar to how Florida. So we'll go back to Florida State, Clemson. I think Florida State has to go compete against Clemson. Preseason, before the game was ever played, or any game was ever played, I did not see them winning this game. It seems like it could be a winnable game if Clemson allows Florida State to win the game.
Yeah. I think they'll hang around for a while for sure.
And so I think if they just go compete, then as a Seminole fan, I'm satisfied with that result, regardless of what it is, as long as they go compete. Now, will they do that? I guess that's what time will tell.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
On these ad reads.
Yes, did Joey text it to us?
Brian first.
Yeah, we'll go Brian Sports. So we're about to go to Brian. We're about to go to Florida football.
All right.
But before we do that, we'll go to Brian Sports. Absolutely, like the most solid, one of the most solid humans I've ever encountered. I work for him. It was a pleasure to work for him. He always did right by his customers, regardless of whether I thought he should have let that guy return those shoes or not. He always let that happen. Brian's just a solid dude. He does everything he can for the community. He even outside of our community, he helps to try to contribute. He's an influential role in the FCA chapter. Trey Lee does a good job too, but Brian is a helpful hand in that. And his family owned and operated, so his family works in the store. Bryce and then Jordan is doing this thing, and then Miss Amy. They're just a really good family who care about people of Lake City and care about the community, but they also have a really good product. Like what they do in their store is next to none. Anthony Newton actually almost every Friday or Thursday he goes up there with a different shirt and gets something screen printed like instantly, and they're able to do it whatever he wants, whatever. He asks of them, it's done within minutes, 10 minutes, and it's not even something that they have like in stock per se. They're just able. They've got a program that's so efficient with printing stuff. It's really really good.
Yeah, there's been times where I go up to Brian and I'm trying to get something for one of my baseball players, and I know that they can't afford it or whatever, and he'll just donate it, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna give you something for it, and he's like, no. I'm like, no, Brian, I don't think you understand. I'm giving you something for it. Like, he's just that type of guy that he will give you the shirt off his back. No second thought about it. Like, he's just one of the greatest human beings you'll ever meet.
1,000,000% yes.
Yeah.
So there's another there's a million stories like this, and
Yeah.
Brian would never want us to tell them, but I'm going to. There's a student at our school, kind of rough on their shoes, and their toe was coming out of the shoe.
Yeah.
Trey Hossford, who's also freaking awesome, went to Brian and was like, hey, your kid wears a size, whatever it was, I don't know. And like the kid had a brand new pair of shoes the next day.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not talking about like a junky pair of shoes, like nice Nike pair or Under Armour pair of shoes. Like Brian just gave it to him, same thing. Just gave it to him, donated it out of the goodness of his heart.
Doesn't expect anything in return.
At all.
Yeah.
So please, they support us. They support our community. If you have the need, go by and see them, support them. You can call them at 386-755-0570. That is 386-755-0570. Tell them that you heard about the front porch or heard about them from the front porch, and he'll take care of you.
Yeah. So, Florida football.
Do you want to talk like coaching, or we don't really want to talk about Kentucky, do we?
I mean, not really. There's not much to preview with Kentucky. I mean, I expect for that to be a win.
I do too.
Yeah.
Is it at Kentucky?
I
can look it up. I can look it up real fast.
I think it's on the road.
I think regardless of where it is, I think that absolutely Florida wins the game. I think they've been dominant, not dominant,
Yeah,
but
Kentucky.
they've played hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's at Kentucky, so it is on the road and it is a night game.
Yeah.
I wonder what the spread is. I'll find the
But
spread.
I feel like Kentucky's where we were a few weeks back, where like their coach is like a dead man walking there. I think his time is done there, and it's just a matter of when he's going to be fired.
Yeah,
And so when you're facing a team like that, like you've got to take advantage of it.
yeah, I agree with that. I think, oh my God, Florida's only a 3-point favorite.
Yeah.
That seems crazy, doesn't it? That
A little
seems
bit.
a little bit low.
Yeah.
I would
mean,
think it more of like 6.5, 7.5 spread.
Kentucky does play good defense though, so and our offense struggles.
Wow, that's a little bit intriguing though. A 3-point line.
Yeah.
That seems kind of crazy.
And Stoops has been known to play for the cover at times too. So.
Yes, he is,
Yeah.
and he does not do a terrible job on defense, as you alluded to
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Matt Mahoney said, temp in the 50s, slight wins for kickoff in Lexington. That bodes well for Kentucky. Kentucky offense, triple digits bad. Yeah, they're towards the upper end of the scale where you don't want to be on offense. They're really bad. I think that's probably a slugfest. I think it's probably a situation where, honestly, you don't want to say this, but the team who makes the big mistake is the one that's going to lose the game.
Yeah.
Like, so special teams, block punt, kick return touchdown, something like that. Whoever is on the other end of that is likely to lose the game. Florida has the better roster. Florida has the better quarterback.
The struggle's going to be who's playing wide receiver for Florida on Saturday, though. They
Yeah.
just said Trey Wilson's going to be out.
Yep, that's
Dallas
not good.
Wilson's out for the year.
That's not good.
Yeah. Vernell Brown's still questionable. Like, he needs to play at this point.
Yes.
Because
Yeah. If he
Run
can
low
go,
on
he
playmakers.
has to go.
Yeah, Mizell's questionable. So if those guys don't play, then Ball's got to get 30 carries at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're a bettor here and the over-under is 43.5, you probably need to be on the under.
Yeah,
Kentucky's not going to give you a whole lot to the 43.5, and if Florida doesn't have those weapons, I don't see them getting 43.5 by themselves. So, like, I allegedly, if I was going to play a little bit here, I might be on the 43.5. I'll be on the under of that number.
Florida's been
Yeah,
good
it
on
could
the
have
under
moved.
all year.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like 6-2 or something like that this year.
Yeah, I
I think
think they are.
it's unders are very profitable for Florida.
No doubt. What Trav say?
3-point spread might be because they think 3 points is all that will be scored. That's fair.
I can see it.
Yeah.
The Florida speaker is good for that, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's good for
Yeah.
that. One more thing, and then we'll get to the. I'm gonna pull up a little graphic Joey sent me, and we'll look at that and then kind of like dissect it, I guess. But before we do that, Josh's barbershop, man. I text Josh. I was in the airport in Colorado, Denver, and I text Josh about something I need. I inquired, I guess. I don't really need it, but I do need it. But I inquired about could he do it, and for my Christmas gift type of thing for my kids. And before I could even like send him what I was thinking, he was like, "Yeah, absolutely, I can do it. No problem. That's no issue." So again, this guy is a jack of all trades, and he's actually really good at all. Not just like not good at any. His family owned and operated. Like he works at his house, but it feels like you're. I mean, you've been there.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
You feel like you're at home.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
feel like you're at home. You feel
Yeah.
extremely comfortable in the space. There's not riff-raff around at all. You're like, it's just a really good situation. You don't have to worry about somebody weird coming in off the street.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about. I saw a video just recently of a barbershop where someone walked in the UK with like a 12-inch Bowie knife. I'm like, man, if you did that in Josh's barbershop, buddy, it's over for
Yeah.
you. Like, you're not. That's not happening.
He's a big community guy too. I
Yeah.
see him at the football games most Friday nights. So he likes to support the community as well.
Yeah, Josh is super good dude, man. He bought season tickets, and and him and his family they support Columbia High School and in Fort White. Christy's like a alum from Fort White, so she supports like Fort White as well. But Josh is just so good at what he does. Cuts hair, second to none.
Good
You'll leave.
conversation.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it feels wholesome when
Yeah.
you leave, right?
Yeah.
I just
Absolutely.
feel better when I leave. I really do. Like, 'cause you feel good about the haircut, obviously, but then it's just like he's just a sounding board, man. If you just want to just talk, then he'll listen, and if he has something to add, then he'll add. It's just
Whatever you want on the TV, football, softball, whatever. He's down to watch any of it.
yeah. There's multiple TVs too.
Yeah.
Just really good dude. Christy called you dumb. All right, that makes me feel bad. She didn't call
Well,
me
it's because
dumb.
my comment, I said you're dumb if you think it was a definitive one way or the other.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, Christy, she
Yeah.
called me dumb. Damn, I'm just a fan. But anyways, Josh's Barbershop, they're awesome. They're incredible. Christy is awesome. Their daughter is incredible too. She works hard. On my lean-to, she worked hard on. Like she's just awesome. They're just a great family. And he does an outstanding job cutting hair and whatever you need him to do. So if you need to get on the schedule, though, just text the number 386-247-1430. Again, text the number. You'll get the link for the schedule. Find a date. It may be a little bit out, okay, but it's okay. You want to look good for Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays. Go ahead and do it now, all right, and then you'll be right where you want to be. But again, the number is 386-247-1430. You know, Jared, I've never heard anyone complain about the availability,
Nope.
but we do know that it's a little bit out.
Yeah, he does book. Like, I think I usually get about 3 weeks out.
Right.
Yeah.
But you would never want to book with a barber that has an opening the moment that you need a haircut. He's probably not good.
Yeah.
That means a lot of people trust him. A lot of people use him. A lot of people like him. A lot of people value him. That means that's a good thing. That's a good product. So it's worth the wait. So get on. Tell him we sent you. Nothing happens for you, but it's just cool.
Another real convenient thing, you can pay however out there. Like,
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cash App, cash.
Mm-hmm.
I pay Cash App every single time.
Yeah, I do Cash App.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes to Christy.
Yeah, Christy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, go see them. Great people, awesome products. And then if you need other stuff, like Josh can do it. Like they can do it. Let's finish up with this graphic. It was the top 10. Let me find it here, Jared, for us, and then we can discuss it. It will be real brief with it. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But it was just the CFB top 25.
Yeah.
I'll probably pull it up on my computer so that we can see it a little bit better. But surprises, is there anything on there that you thought was surprising or outside of it?
Not really. Indiana at 2. Like,
I love Indiana too.
I like them at 2, but I do feel like at some point they're going to slip up.
All right, let's do
Like-
this. Let's do this first. Let's break it down by fives.
Mm-hmm.
In the top 5, is there anyone in there that you think of like be considered like fraudulent?
A&M, if anybody, probably just
That's-
because their offense is anemic.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
So A&M at 3 is a bit shocking. Not shocking. I get it. They're 8-0 in the SEC. So, but man, I think they're gettable.
Yeah.
Like I think Elko has done an outstanding job at Texas A&M, but
I don't think they're scoring with Ohio State, Indiana, or Alabama. They might be able to score with Georgia,
right.
but I don't see them scoring with those other 3.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Which is still the mystery that Florida State beat Alabama. They got them at the right time, to
Yeah.
be honest. At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
because since then, Simpson's looking like a Heisman candidate.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they-
And Florida State made them look human.
yeah.
But again, the time and the place when they got them. The next set of 10 or next set of 5: Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame. I think BYU is most fraudulent in there.
Yeah.
They haven't beat anyone like there's a stat, and I don't have it on top of my head, but they haven't beat anyone of like notable, like they haven't. It's been a bit
Well,
of
and those
a
two are
bad
going to have to
response.
play BYU and Texas Tech.
Yes.
So
Yep.
And I think whoever loses that game, unless it's BYU and they're still undefeated, whoever loses that game is probably slipping out of that playoff picture.
I think so too.
Yeah, the Big 12 might be a one bid league unless BYU goes 12-1 with a loss.
I think so too.
Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I think so too. Because they have said that they will not punish you for losing your conference title game. So
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be critical.
Yeah.
All right. Then Oregon Notre Dame. We have any thoughts on that? Like I think Notre Dame could be a bit of a pretender.
Yeah, I mean, Notre
But
Dame.
they've played 2 tough games.
Yeah.
Miami's not helping their cause though.
Yeah, but again, that's another issue of when did you play them?
Mm-hmm.
And really, if you go back and you watch that game, if that game was 5 minutes longer,
Oh yeah.
Notre Dame wins.
Then Notre Dame wins.
So they were steaming back. They just got jumped on and piled on game 1, and that's tough.
I agree.
And it doesn't hurt them that they have one of the best players in college football just turn and hand the ball to.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love is
Yeah.
pretty good, and Marcus Freeman's done a good job at Notre Dame. Moving on, 11 through 15. I'm gonna be honest. The one that jumps out to me is Virginia. I think they're very good on offense. Like
Defense is suspect.
their defense is terrible.
Yeah. Utah to me is kind of fraudulent as well.
Yeah, I think they're a bit of a pretender. I'm not so sure about Oklahoma either. I think they're okay. I think this is where it gets kind of like sketchy. And like
Yeah.
12 through 17. Like
Oklahoma doesn't run the ball well enough for my liking.
same.
Yeah.
I agree. I think Brent Venables does a good job on defense, but he's a literal head coach that's a DC. So of course they're gonna be good on defense. Like, and even then, not good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Louisville has been very good.
Yeah.
Louisville's been a bit shocking. Jeff Brom, his name's hot.
Yeah.
His name's hot in the
Yeah,
coaching
it'll be
hot
interesting
boards.
to see how they handle those rumors and if
Yeah,
they
well-
start to slip up a little bit down the stretch.
We're not even going to address 20 through 25. It's
Yeah.
bad. I think Miami at 18 is intriguing. 6-2. Seeing how they started, I think that has the recipe for like disaster.
Yeah.
I think and Miami is known for that too. By the way, the wheels falling off in November, it is known. 2 bad losses, and they don't really have a whole lot to play for.
Yeah.
The checks are still going to cash, and they are a big time spender in the NIL market. Like they'll almost double up some people's offer.
There's a lot of things to do on South Beach with that money too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the level of focus and the commitment level there may not be right where you want it if you're a Hurricane fan. And it couldn't happen to a better fan base.
Yeah.
So I would hate to see them really tragically fall out, but I think that's what's happening.
Joey's Commodores in there at 16.
Yeah, Joey's Commodores,
Yeah.
Vanderbilt at 16. They took a
Anchor
tough
down.
L. But Georgia Tech and Notre Dame will be a war.
I think Trav said they play this week talking about is that Texas Tech and who
I'll find out. Texas Tech and BYU.
yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, I think they do play this week.
So yeah, that'll definitely be a one bid league then if they're playing each other this week.
Yeah, Texas Tech is a damn a freaking a darn 9.5 point favorite. So, I mean, I think and honestly, if I was gonna play that, I think I'd probably go with minus 9.5. I think I'd take Texas Tech minus
Really?
9.5. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Undefeated team getting beat by double digits.
I can see it.
Yeah.
And it's at Texas
Yeah,
Tech.
BYU
It's
does
in-
play different at home compared to on the road.
They do.
so,
They do play
yeah,
better at home.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's a good weekend of football, though. It is a good weekend of football. Brother, I don't think I have a whole lot left. I don't want to get to the NFL.
Yeah.
Leave that alone. Leave that with Joey.
Yeah.
Joey had a little bit of unexpected thing to handle, and he's going to handle it. So I think that'll probably be it, sitters. Well, we appreciate you joining us. We love you. Thanks for hanging out on the front porch. We'll see you next time,
Yeah.
sitters.
See ya.